This year's Island Games come at a good time for the Isle of Man's golf team as, in the midst of the domestic season, the Manx players have the chance to continue in their stride and aim for success. In recent years, the sport has been a happy hunting ground for some of the Isle of Man competitors, particularly in the men's competition. 4 of the last 7 men's golf competitions at the Games have been won by an Isle of Man player, including back-to-back wins in the last 2. But this year, that's not the only place where the Isle of Man is hoping to excel. There are 10 players, 5 men and 5 women, who'll be gunning for glory in Guernsey this month. What's more, there's great faith in their ability from those running the teams, team manager and men's player David Kinrade and women's team captain Shirley Price. I caught up with both of them recently to find out about how they've all been getting along with getting ready for a return to the course for the Games.
Everything seems to be going good. We're just doing the administration bit. The players are doing all the practice themselves. They're all putting time in. Yeah, they're all putting the time in. They're getting themselves prepped and ready to go.
Shirley, from your side of things, knowing that those in the women's team that you'll be involved in, and of course on the men's side as well, they're all getting regular training in, that must be a real comfort.
Yes, it's great. They're all working really hard, and a couple of the girls have been away on competitions, which is really good preparation. And like Dave said, they're putting all the time in, they're putting the work in, and it's really exciting now as the time comes.
So David, moving on to, again, just on the team side of things, the fact that we've got 2 really strong lineups in both the men's and women's side of things, what I suppose are the big hopes? What do you think these athletes can achieve?
I'm confident, in the guys. They're good players. They'll put the time in. They stand every chance of coming away with medals, both in the team and in the individual. I really have confidence in them.
And Shirley, looking at maybe the courses over in Guernsey, what chance have you had to maybe have a look at them, see what sort of challenges or opportunities that course could provide?
Yes, there is only one course being played this year, and it is a links course, so all our players are quite used to links courses. So similar to Castletown, we've been doing quite a bit of training there, and we've had a flyover of the course to have a look at, so all the players have got something to work on and something to look at. But when we get there, we'll be having a couple of practice rounds, so plenty of time to have a look and see what's going on. So yes, good.
The Isle of Man has some cracking golf courses across the different regions, I think it's fair to say, so it seems like a really ideal training base for anyone in the golf side of things looking to be involved in something like the Island Games.
Absolutely, yeah. The Isle of Man is blessed with lots of golf courses, and they're all in absolute wonderful nick, especially this time of year now. Spring is here, the sun is now shining, so the guys are all out practicing a lot, and the courses really are in good nick, and the boys know what they're doing.
And Shirley, the Island Games as a platform as well, we already see, if we're talking right now, we've got a couple of pro players out on the different tours, the likes of Tom Gandy and Anna Dawson, so it's proof that the Isle of Man continues to produce good talent in the sport, and that's going to be showcased again at the Island Games.
Absolutely. The island are absolutely thrilled about Tom and Anna doing so well. And to produce, pros from the island, it's from a small island like this, it's wonderful. And so we've got Anna's sister and cousin playing, and Emma Noon as well, who's doing really well. And Linda is the 4th one with lots of experience. But yes, it's really exciting. We're doing lots of work to get other ladies involved to get into golf as well. So who knows, in the future we will be producing more pros.
And David, the Island Games always comes at a time, whichever year it's in, that maybe comes at an ideal time for a sport like golf, because obviously it's going into, I suppose, the main season, if you want to call it that. So that must give everyone quite a good rhythm, I suppose, competition rhythm going into something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get there, the main events on the island will have taken place. We have to pick the team before that, so we have to believe in the guys that we've got, and I have total belief in them.
Let's have a look at the teams. And so, Shirley, coming to you over on the women's side of things, you've already mentioned a couple of names of those that have been involved. So what do you think are the biggest strengths and biggest qualities that the women's team has going into Guernsey?
Well, I think the biggest strengths are the younger girls play across regularly. They've been under this sort of pressure before. They know what it's all about, and so it shouldn't be any surprise to them, which is a great thing when you're on a platform. Everybody's watching you, and so we've to zone out and work hard on that, and that's really good. And Linda is in her past, been up there with the best, and I think it's exciting to see what's going to come of them.
And David, same question to you on the men's side of things. What do you think the men's players are going to bring to the table?
They've all got experience. They're all playing major events in Britain during the season. They're experienced guys, and they know what they're doing.
What do you hope and possibly expect them to achieve in Guernsey?
I hope that we're going to come away medalled. I really do believe they are good enough, and really I think they're good enough. We can come away with gold.
And Shirley, to yourself on the women's side of things?
I'd like to think the same. The difficulty is, I suppose, we don't know who we're up against, but we certainly have the ability, and the players are playing well, and so there's no reason why, we couldn't come away with a medal, a team medal or individual. I've got high hopes.
Thank you for having the stamina to make it to the end of the Manx Radio Sportscast. You're clearly someone who has their eye on the ball at all times. Want to hear more about the latest sporting news across the Isle of Man and much more? Then might I recommend you take the plunge and subscribe to this series or a wide range of Manx Radio podcasts at your favourite podcast provider, so that, in a flash, all of our finest moments take a winner's place on your smartphone. Thank you.